Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
What up?
Welcome back to our channel.
We're back.
If you don't know us, we are Simone and Oliver Williams. So this is our second video.
Yes.
The first one was to announce that we were pregnant. And we didn't know how far along I was.
We didn't know anything. We just knew you were pregnant, and that's it.
Yeah.
that's all we knew.
Okay.
How we found out you were leading up to that, you finding out you're pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where we stopped off.
Okay.
So we haven't talked. So that was September 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Today is October 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have several updates.
Yes.
We have a timeline, due date, appointments out the wazoo, changes. So we're gonna get into that.
Yes.
All right. So let's go back a little bit. So to fulfill the timeline, we're giving out the due date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So our due date is May 13th.
Or maybe May 10th. That's Oliver's birthday. May 10th.
So the due date is May 13th. That means our first video, which was September 13th, Simone was 5 weeks pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And today, Simone is 11 weeks pregnant.
11 weeks and 1 day.
1 day pregnant. So every Friday is a week. So let's update from the last video up until what's going on now.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So the last video, we made the appointment to the OBGYN, and we're going to start off there. So at that appointment, that was our first appointment. That was to confirm that you were pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So when we went there, first thing they did was have her take the pregnancy test, which cost $10. So yeah.
It's like we kind of know already we're pregnant.
Yeah.
Why are you making me pee on a stick again?
Yeah. So that I didn't know about that cost, but those appointments there, you don't have to pay the co-payments.
Yeah.
Because it's part of the pregnancy. So if you don't know about that,
now you know.
Yeah, your first OBGYN saying that you're pregnant, they're gonna test you again. And that's when found out you're pregnant. Then they did the initial, what's it called?
Ultrasound?
The ultrasound?
Yeah, kind of thing.
Yeah, the scan. I don't know. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head, but that's when detecting the heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, and then if you want, we can include the video.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. Okay. So the video going to be somewhere here or here or here.
On my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, maybe like here.
Well,
or here.
It's done with the iPhone, so it's a long ways.
Okay. All right. So she did the ultrasound because I was still like pretty. It was a pretty new pregnancy, a pretty early pregnancy. So she had to like take a thing and then insert it through my vagina, which it was not comfortable. But she did that, and she was able to like find a heartbeat. And I've never actually heard a baby's heartbeat before. I mean, I see people show pictures, whatever, and it was just like fast. Yeah. Like I was like, wait, is this normal? She said, yeah, that's really normal. And she said she gave us like the range where it's supposed to be, and it was really.
I think off the top of my head, it might be either 130, 140 to 150 or 160.
Something like that.
I think it's in that range.
And then we were like pretty close to like the.
No, we were 140.
140?
We were 140.
Okay, all right. So I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's when things got real.
I don't even know if things are real just yet. My body's changing.
At that point,
it was kind of like, okay.
I was like, okay, there's something in there.
So yeah, she did that, and then she said, no, congratulations. She asked me how I'm feeling, and she gave us all the what not to do and maybe kind of food to avoid, etc.
Pretty much the rundown, the initial rundown.
Yeah.
The phone numbers and stuff like that. Because I guess this is a different part of a regular appointment now. You're in a different phase. So
yeah, exactly. So now I get to see her for the first and second trimester. Maybe I get to see her once a month.
Yeah, I think from now until February, I believe. Yeah.
So since our last video, we saw her twice already. So we saw her that first time for initial.
Yeah. Before we get to that, how did you? I don't know if you remember how you were feeling up until that point. Did you feel any different, or was
up until the first doctor's appointment?
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't feeling different. I was just kind of like I felt my body was different, especially on my chest, my breath. They were getting a little bit more. At least at first, they felt like, oh, you know, when you have your cycle, for any person who have their cycles, when you have your cycle, you see how your boobs kind of like change. So that was kind of like a initial feeling. My body still hadn't changed up to this point, right? I think, yeah. I mean, I just got, yeah, literally kind of feel like, yeah, you know, when you
like you still having your period, or you're about to have
yeah,
your period?
yeah, and then you feel bloated, you feel like you're holding water. So that was all I was feeling. So nothing just yet.
Okay.
And then afterwards, so now from the first to the second doctor's appointment, that's when I started feeling change. Should we talk about that?
Yeah, that's all on you.
Oh boy. So, you know, I'm not the strongest person, but I like to think as I got older, I've gotten a little bit stronger, right? Even energy wise, etc. The pandemic happened, it kind of like forced us to split, you know, to just you know, to stay in the house and not move. But when things got a little better for us, when we moved to California, I started moving again. So I feel like I was getting my strength, conditioning. I was hiking. I was back to doing my 3 set of 10 pull-ups, you know. But this kind of like it forced me to just like not move. So maybe the first 2 weeks after my first appointment, I kind of like feel like I was tired, but not so much. And then I feel like it hit me like a truck. I would sleep for like 4 hours during the day, a 4-hour nap, and then go to bed around like 6 or 7, and wake up again the next morning, maybe at like 6 or 7 if I didn't have any sessions. And then 30 minutes later, I'm like, Oliver, I'm tired. I'm like, why am I tired? I haven't done anything, you know? So that was just so strange. And at first I was just so hard on myself because I wanted to kind of like, well, Simone, you're supposed to move. But it's like, even when you're sleeping, your body's still working. I just hadn't really...
It hit you like that.
Yeah, I hadn't really like understood that like, okay, Simone, your body is different. Your body, you're doing something. It's okay for you to be tired. So I was kind of fighting myself for a little while. And I was kind of like down, like, oh man, I can't believe I can't move. I didn't have any morning sickness, but I was kind of having nausea, but it was just the tiredness was just so complicated. And then a few times I had to work out with a friend, but she doesn't know I'm pregnant, and I just kind of felt like I was kind of letting her down because I'm like, normally we feed off each other, we work out well, but then here I am like, okay, you know what, 3 sets, all right, I'm done. So that definitely something that I did not expect.
So that hit you first, just being tired.
Just being tired, like okay. Really tired. And I don't understand how I felt like I would sleep like a lion, like 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I was still tired. I'm like, I haven't done anything. So at first I stopped working out. And my thing was like, okay, now I just have to make sure at least I move daily, right? Because if you're just laying down around and your back start hurting, you don't want to be pregnant and then your back is hurting. So now I told Oliver, listen, you got to like make sure I walk every day, even if I don't do anything else. So he will go to work, come back, or whenever the case is, and we'll still make sure that I do my like 10K steps, which is about 3
mostly
to 4.
at night.
Yeah. And I think at the beginning, that's kind of like when I was having my energy, like kind of like later at night, that I would have my energy. And once I kind of like I made peace with the fact that Simone, yes, you like to move. Yes, you're able to do certain things, but right now you cannot. Once I made peace with it, I emotionally got better, and I just say, no, I'm just gonna walk, and then that's it. And when it came to appetite, I love spicy food in general, and I'm also I don't think I have a really big sweet tooth, but things like ice cream and milkshake, like give it to me every day. But since the pregnancy, I have not craved anything sweet. Like even thinking about it, I'm like, oh no, get it away from me. I just want spicy, like just IV jerk chicken, give it to me. So those are the main 2 things that happen, like the tiredness. And,
so right now the timeline is after that appointment, or when was that appointment? Who knows? So after that appointment, how many times so we only saw her once, then we went away.
Went away, and then we came back.
Okay, so the tiredness and that's September.
Yeah.
The later half, last 2 weeks of September.
September, yes.
So
that's when it was really, really like, those 2 weeks. It felt like 2 months. It's only like not you said like 2 weeks. I'm like, oh wait, it was only September. Yeah. Those last 2 weeks, it just felt like, oh my God. So then we went away.
So now from October 1st to October 15th, we went to France.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about a trip from
California
to Europe, being there, doing all that stuff, and coming back. So, again, this is on you. How did you? Now, this is when your nausea.
Yeah.
The constant nausea and stuff like that. So now that's like added on top of.
Yeah. So I think by the time I was going to Friends, I think I wasn't as tired, or maybe I was, but just like I was just so happy that I was going away that I didn't necessarily feel it as much. But I was tired, and the nausea was there.
Let's speak on the nausea. How did that feel? What does that feel?
I don't even know. It just like, and then also like because of that, I just want to like munch all the time, right? So I don't have that taste in my mouth, like 24/7. So oh my god, I remember like so one of my friends, and he told me to buy crackers, Sarlene crackers, whatever. So I bought those, and those help a lot. And then one time I'm like, oh, Oliver, where are my crackers? He ate it all. Oh my God. I was so angry, but I was just so tired. You know what? I'm going to bed. When I wake up, I want to see crackers in this house.
So I eat everything. So any snacks that's here, I eat it. I'm not one of those people like, okay, this is hers. No, if it's there, I'm going to just.
Oh my God.
You have crackers? I have crackers too.
Oh my God.
I'm not even a cracker eater, but it was there.
It's just like there.
I just ate it.
I'm like, oh my God, Tini told me to get this for this. And it was helping, So I kind of like munching on it was kind of helping. So it was either that or I make soup. But the things we went to the African store where I buy like smoked fish to make my own soup, because I'm also very picky about kind of soup that I get. So I went to the African store so I could get my smoked fish to make the soup. They were out of it. So I was just literally relying on this little crackers who were kind of like helping me. And I bought a box, and then next thing I know, I'm like, what happened to it? Anyway, I was just so tired. I just said, you know what, I couldn't even be upset. I said, you know what, I'm going to sleep.
Oh, actually, and let's within that, let's talk about since you're talking about the cracks and stuff, the supplementation of iron.
Oh, okay. So the doctor told me she said I was.
Before the doctor tell you, when you're announced that you're pregnant, you have to take I guess a standardized blood test to make sure you don't have any STDs, STIs, whatever.
Before that we took a genetic test. I don't know if you talk about it before.
No, like even before that.
Yeah.
Because that was technically your third visit when you were pregnant, but before that, the first time, she did if you had STDs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when you told you were pregnant, you have to do that again.
Yeah.
So you do that again, and since Simone has a bit of a anemia, right? It's anemia. So supplement iron. I know a lot of women suffer from some kind of iron deficiency, so supplement that in along with the prenatal vitamins you're taking.
Yeah, I have been taking prenatal for a long time already, like for years. Honestly, I was advised that if you're a woman, you want to carry kids, eventually it's better start taking prenatals as early as possible. So I've been taking prenatals for they're just vitamins, right? The only things they have folic acid. But I've been taking prenatal for a long time now because it was like one of my clients who's a nurse had told me to do that. So I'm still taking them. I don't think I could post medication here or whatever, but if you have any question, you could comment. I could tell you exactly which one I'm taking, and I don't have any side effect. I've taken it sometime on an empty stomach. I've taken it at night sometime when I forgot. I don't have any issue with it. So if you want to know what I'm taking, let me know in the comments. And so we have to take another blood test to kind of see if you don't have any kind of STDs, all that good stuff. Yeah. And we took those. Those were fine. And then she asked me to take the supplements. Those iron pills, boy, they just I don't know. I'm pretty sure anybody who was familiar taking an iron pill, you know what I'm talking about. It just, they constipate you so much. I mean, it's ridiculous. I would take 2 green juice during the day and it's still nothing, But anyway, that's kind of one thing that I kind of want to stop taking. I'd rather just give me a burger or a liver.
So that was prescribed before we left.
Yeah.
And you were taking it as much as you could.
Yeah, when I went to Friends, I didn't want to take it. I didn't want to be away and have bowel movement issues, so I didn't take it away. And surprisingly, because before I left, I had taken a blood test.
Yeah. So
she got a result when I was away. When I came back, she said, "Oh, it looks like you're fine.
Yeah.
Your anemia is kind of it gotten better." So she said sometimes it's kind of like that. So I said to myself, you know what? Maybe now I only take 1 pill.
Yeah, it was three times a day.
3 times a day.
So now it's
so maybe I take it one day, and I just trying to eat a bunch of spinach and
all that good stuff.
No, and then I just find something that has, just change my diet a little bit, add more things with more iron.
Yep. So we got that. So again, you talked about the nausea stuff. We're going away.
Yeah.
We did all that good stuff. Still, at this point, nobody really knows.
Even like now.
Yeah.
So
still at this, no one
yeah,
really
we haven't.
knows.
So by the time we post this, then the whole world will know also.
But we already told everyone anyway. So
yeah, but
at
then
this point in time, right now,
September. I mean October 23rd. Nobody really knows. What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, honestly, I'm very happy that I didn't have any morning sickness and actually throwing up, because all that acid, I don't want that. So only the nausea, and then when I'm eating, I'm fine. And also I realize, as long as I'm not eating anything sweet, I'm also fine. If I'm just eating something spicy or eating something like the crackers or whatever, I am absolutely fine. As of now, I'm able to eat fruit a little bit more, right? Because before it was kind of like, no. So like 2 days ago, I had grapes, it was fine. This morning I was able to have bananas and blueberry, it was kind of fine. And like I said, a couple of weeks ago, I couldn't do that. So I'm pacing myself with that too. And honestly, each pregnancy is different, right?
Well, that is true, but we're talking about yours.
Yeah. So this is what, this
is your different pregnancy.
This is my different pregnancy. So, what else do you want to add?
So up until the last video, and now, changes in your body. What have you noticed? What aches and all that good stuff?
So, I guess sometimes I get so bloated. I mean, so bloated, it is just so crazy. Like, I could wake up one morning, I'm already like 3 or 4 months pregnant.
Yeah, it looks like you're pregnant.
Yeah, and then this morning I woke up, it's like, I just look like I had maybe a big meal, right? Yeah. So, and then especially, and it was more frequent when I was taking like the IMP regularly, and just because I wasn't regular to the bathroom, so that also kind of like made me even more bloated. But just like my body just up and down. My bras are already they're all quite tight yet, like already tight. So I feel like I need a bigger bra. And
things gotten bigger.
Yes.
She's wearing the sweater, but
I know they have gotten bigger.
When I reviewed that video, and I was telling her like, it's a difference.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. And then at first it was like, if I kind of like, let's say even hugging me, and it was like the hug is too tight, it was like, can't do that. Okay, sleeping wise, sometimes when I lay down my stomach, it kind of bothers me a little bit. I lay down my back, it's still fine. So I either lay down my back or lay down my side. What else?
So that's the big change is just, you have the bloating is just more
just
frequent.
Up and down. Mm-hmm. So like now I'm still wearing my same clothes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still wearing my same clothes. But just like my bra a little tight. I feel like soon I might have to change them, which I'm not looking for. I don't want to spend money on new clothes that I'm gonna get rid of after another whatever. So yeah, but just that.
Yeah, and just I guess now we could say that if you do something really intensive, like you went walking, that knocked you out for a day.
Oh yeah, that honestly, but then I didn't eat properly. That's another thing.
Okay.
I didn't eat properly before the hike, and after the hike, I had a big plate of pasta and bread. So I think like a combination of not having eaten, and then I didn't really do the full hike like I wanted to. I had a big bowl of pasta. I think I just had an itis. I came back, have a nap, and then at night again, I slept again.
And I guess you could talk about the frequent times you have to use the bathroom.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. I feel like now they kind of like went down a little bit, but boy, in September, I feel like I was using the bathroom like, especially after that first doctor visit. I think I feel like I was going to the bathroom like 3 or 4 times a night. But the good thing is, I will go to the bathroom, but will come back because I'm so tired. My body just like, I will fall asleep again. So that's the only good thing about, even though I will wake up, my sleep will be disrupted, but I will be able to fall asleep again. But yeah, so that's that. So this video should be going up maybe, I don't know. I think we're going to start. We haven't told, so like I said, we're October 23rd. We are 11 weeks. We haven't told people. So probably November 6th is going to be our first trimester. No, November 13th.
Yeah, 13th. That's the beginning of the
second trimester, right? So that I would have been 3 months pregnant already. So maybe after that we're going to start telling family, and then I put it on the world. Maybe I don't know in December. But yeah, that's that. So far, okay. I think maybe next video you're going to talk about all the research I've been doing because I haven't done none all I do.
Yeah, so if something's gonna happen, I make sure I'm as prepared as possible.
As possible, right now.
So I'm researching everything when it comes to strollers, babies, essentials, what to expect.
So maybe next video you could talk about all your findings.
Nah, I'll talk about when we start getting stuff, why I chose this certain stuff. But like I know almost all the brands of anything right now, and just like I'm very aware of stuff. Like as you can see, I could tell her when things start to change because I'm very aware when things change.
Yeah.
She's using more. She's going to the bathroom more. She's sleeping more. I'm just aware of that stuff.
And then even like I don't even know what kind of girl I am, but like even like the website to tell you have like some nice website. You could probably include it. You did all that.
Yeah. Finding out the timeline of the pregnancy, what time you're in the trimesters. I found that. I figured that out.
I don't. Yeah. Right now, let me take a nap and give me a sandwich.
Yeah. So.
I'm making a human. There are bones being formed inside my stomach. So give me a sandwich and let me take a nap.
Yeah, so I'm very information driven. I need the information.
Yeah. Which is great because I could not have done it alone. This is like one of the times that I feel like, damn, I wish we were also in New York, close to like, our families and, closer to friends, because I would milk this pregnancy and have my friends cook for me, have my mother-in-law cook for me, have my mom cook for me, but we're here alone.
Yeah, but I like that. I like doing your own thing, surviving and stuff
but things like you are like, if I'm driven times 2, you're driven times 20. You do all those stuff. I don't.
Yeah, that's how. So when we went on trips and stuff, I'm the one that's organizing it and things like that.
And I'm just the one enjoying it, taking the pictures.
That's how the dynamic is. So that's why this journey's gonna be interesting.
Oh man.
We'll see what happens.
But so that's that. If you have any specific questions, let us know. Thanks for watching.
No, well, pretty much what our plan is right now is we're just going through it right now. We're still visiting the OBGYN. It's once a month. Mm-hmm. The next one is sometime in November, I forget.
Yeah.
And I guess things will steadily change. I think sometime next month you'll start actually showing.
Yeah.
So it'll be harder and harder to hide it.
Yeah.
And pretty much that's what's going on. So it just changes with her. Things with me. I know I'm gonna start buying products when Black Friday comes around, because I'm actively looking at them, make sure if any price dips like 20% or so, and I'll buy it then. But right now we're just going along, making sure we're just keeping things.
Making sure Simone sleeps and gets her sandwiches and all the food that she wants. Yeah. Okay. So today in the afternoon, I'm going on a hike with a friend. She's very awesome. She's very cool.
You doing that today?
Yeah, this afternoon. Yeah.
Today's Saturday. Okay.
Yeah. I'm in good hands. She's awesome. She's a hike leader. I have hiked with her before, so she. So I'm looking forward to that. It should be about 6 miles. So we may or may not complete it. It's going to be depending how I'm feeling, and also using the bathroom, right? So that situation also is there. But like one thing that I realized, like when we came back from friends, we came back on a Sunday. That Monday I didn't do any kind of movement. Tuesday, since I'm still kind of jet lagged, I woke up so early. I had a lot of energy. I waited at 6:30 a.m. I went to the gym, and surprisingly, during that day, I didn't take a nap. I mean, I did went to bed. I did go to bed early, but I felt so much better, right? I wasn't too tired. And since then, I've like noticed the same thing. So right now I have energy during the morning, and by like 6, 7, I just want to go to sleep. Right? Like I went to bed around like 7 p.m. maybe yesterday. Yeah. Maybe I pushed it maybe like 7:30. The day before was the same thing. So one thing I realized, like I'm going to work out in the morning, get it out of the way, do a few things that I need to do, and then go about my day. So far, even today, I'm feeling good. And I just gonna like wake up and do whatever I can. When it comes to movement, I'm still able to do a lot of things that I was doing in the past, even depending on the weight, stuff like that. But it's because I was doing them already, right? I'm not gonna do anything new. Like even like going on the hike, it's not anything my body hasn't done before. So I'm currently doing the things that I was doing before. And on the day that I feel like I could do more, I do more. On the days that I feel like I can't do more, I don't do it or do a little bit. So that's that.
Pretty much, that's it. And the update stuff, we'll update as needed.
Yeah, because I wanted to record this video to kind of explain, but I was like, I cannot.
Yeah. So
I was just so tired. Like, I don't even know how to explain that. I was just so tired. Like, I don't even like.
So there's like tired from working out, tired from, I guess, having a hard day.
Yeah.
This is something different.
It's just something different. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not sore. I feel like I've run 5 marathons. Like, I wake up, I'm already tired.
Yes,
like, literally, I just want to go to sleep. That's all I want to do. Just go to sleep. Like, don't do anything. Just go to bed. That's literally what I wanted to do. So yay!
Yeah.
Yeah. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
All that good stuff.
All that good stuff. And if you have any comments, let us know. And we are going to share as much as possible. This is just video 2, and we'll be back again
at some point.
Yeah.
Probably what was October? Probably sometime in November. If anything crazy happened.
Yeah, something else happened.
Well, since we're towards the end of the video, doing we're having some kind of sonogram in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna
probably after that.
After that, we'll do a video.
Yeah, and showing that. Result.
Okay.
Hopefully it's like one of those 3D scans or some jazz.
Yeah. I think the lady say that the OBGYN she says
I know
really,
it's
really nice.
It's also like something to track the infant. Mm-hmm. It's the infant, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The baby.
Maybe.
Yeah.
something to make sure it's all good.
Yeah.
The baby's all good. Mm-hmm. Then maybe I don't know.
The growth and all that stuff.
We'll see.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time.
We're out of here.
Bye bye.
See ya.